Inglewood, California. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
First down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll add a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This complete to Henry over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Herbert now. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Not much there, only a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Kansas City defense tough to throw in there, and now it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Chargers 3, Chiefs nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 27.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, his throw incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Herbert dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Chargers.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Chiefs, nothing.
Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
For 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
First and 10. At their own 18.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps. Has it knocked free. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play,
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He rifles one, it's out Travis Ward. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll get this underneath to Bell. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
And he'll drop here to throw.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there.
More from L.A. in a moment. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A good pickup there at 22.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
The 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's Herbert. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he's flushed out left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. Eluding. Herbert has it knocked free. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Herbert on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
And on you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harris
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the carry is Kelly. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
The
officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
First pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
to throw. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert now to throw.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
First of overtime for Mahomes. Overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
From the 36, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
And he'll throw right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run on first down. Callan, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ball carrier.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Eckler, the ball carrier. Frank Clark there on the stop. A gain of 4.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. From the gun, Herbert on third down. This is swung out to Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Chargers.
See it making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.